Imagine a wall so powerful that no army could break it. A wall built thousands of years ago that still holds back one of the greatest threats humanity will ever face. But who built this incredible barrier? And who are the terrifying people trapped behind it? This is the remarkable story of Dhul Qarnayn. Allah tells the story of Dhul Qarnayn in Surah Al-Kahf. He was a righteous ruler whom Allah blessed with power. Although many people have tried to identify him with famous historical kings, wisdom, and the means to travel across vast lands, the Quran does not tell us his exact identity. What matters is the lesson from his story. Some of the most commonly suggested are Alexander the Great. Historically, many early writers associated him with Dhul Qarnayn because he conquered vast territories. However, many modern Muslim scholars reject this view because Alexander worshipped Greek gods. While the Quran portrays Dhul Qarnayn as a righteous believer who attributed his success to Allah. If you are still following, kindly like, subscribe, and comment which one I should do next. And do not forget to put your notifications on so you won't miss our next video. Dhul Qarnayn traveled far to the west until he reached the place where the sun appeared to set. There he met a people, and Allah gave him the choice of punishing wrongdoers or treating them kindly. He ruled with justice. Done. Then he journeyed east, where he met another people living in a very different environment. Once again, he fulfilled his duty with fairness and wisdom. His travels showed that true leadership is not about. It is about justice. Eventually, Dhul Qarnayn reached a mountain pass between two towering peaks. There he met people who could barely communicate. They pleaded with him, saying that Yajuj and Majuj were causing corruption throughout their land. The people offered him wealth if he would build a barrier to protect them. But Dhul Qarnayn refused payment. He said that what Allah had given him was better than any reward they could offer. Instead, he asked them to help with the work, he ordered huge blocks of iron to be stacked between the mountains. Once the iron was heated until it glowed red, molten copper was poured over it, creating an incredibly strong barrier. The Quran tells us that Yajuj and Majuj could neither climb over it nor break through it. But after completing this extraordinary achievement, Dhul Qarnayn did not boast. Instead, he humbly declared, "This is a mercy from my Lord. But when the promise of my Lord comes, he will level it to the ground. And the promise of my Lord is always true. Before the end of times, Allah will release Yajuj and Majuj, spreading rapidly across the earth. The Prophet described their numbers as immense. They will cause widespread destruction. They will consume resources, devastate lands, and no human army will be able to stop them. The Quran describes them as people who spread corruption on earth. The Prophet indicated that they are extraordinarily numerous. In one authentic hadith, Allah tells Adam that out of every 1,000 people, 999 will be from Yajuj and Majuj and one from the rest of humanity. This illustrates their immense numbers, and is one reason believers were initially frightened when they heard it. The believers will seek refuge. Prophet Jesus, and the believers will retreat to a mountain identified in hadith as Mount Sinai and pray to Allah for help. Many videos and social media posts claim Yajuj and Majuj have already been discovered or identified, specific modern nations as them. But there is no authentic evidence in the Quran or reliable hadith to support those claims. The truth is that no one knows for certain where the barrier of Dhul Qarnayn is today. There are several theories, but none has been proven. One of them is the Caucasus Mountains between the Black Sea and the Caspian Sea. This is the most common historical view because of its narrow mountain passes. Other noted parts of Central Asia, where ancient fortified mountain passes existed. Some people suggest the Great Wall of China, but most Islamic scholars reject this because it does not match the Quranic description and was built for different historical reasons. In a future video, we'll explore who Yajuj and Majuj are and what will happen when they are finally released.